Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. Like to say what's up to everybody out there. And it's the Primetime Kings here in effect. And I see already we got my man Cold Era. Woo! There you go, boy. How's it going, my man? Hopefully everything's good with you. Man, great to have you here, my brother. Thank you, man. And we got the one and only, the Cat Man, aka Didi Myers. Says good. He says, "Good evening, everyone. Great show last week. Thanks, 24, for keep knocking it out of the park, keeping out the ball field. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the compliment, man. You too kind, my man. You too kind. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shit. Hopefully everybody's good. You know, it's funny. Towards like the end of last week, you know, of course, every day there's something happening every day, but things kind of slow down right around Thursday, Friday. No, things slow down. I take that back. Around Wednesday, Thursday. Then easily by like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's when all of your big interesting things start happening over in, you know, in the entertainment industry and pop culture and everything else. And I think that the reason why they do that is so that whatever everybody's talking about can just keep rolling around for the whole weekend. And then boom, by Monday, when people have to do their live streams and, you know, everything else, you know, they're sitting there and they're talking about it at the beginning of the week, like me. So, you know, if it's something big, if it's something big that you got to talk about, then you just got to drop a video on it right then and there, man. So yeah, there's been quite a few interesting things going on, and I was pretty I was pretty taken back by some of the things I've seen. Stream Element bots. What's up? Stream Elements. Here we go. All right. Have y'all heard about what's going on with Doctor Strange? They said that there's been leaks of footage of them seeing Patrick Stewart in the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. What's up, Zax? Hey, man, you're back. What's good, man? What's going on? There you go. Great to have you here, Zax. Yeah, I've been hearing about how Patrick Stewart has been in talks with the MCU to actually reprise his role as Professor X. But then you got that other dude that played Professor X when, in those other X-Men movies, the young dude. And he said he's been in talks with Kevin Feige in the MCU as well. Then they had like some little leak footage type shit. Where was a picture of Professor X in one of those, hover wheelchairs that you see him in, like in the cartoons and within the cartoons and the comic books. So I thought that was pretty. I thought that was pretty interesting to see that happen. Y'all heard anything about that? Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting because the story's been coming out for like the last few days. Yo, but there is something that was pretty tripped out that it happened. Of course, over here we cover pop culture and different things that are going on, and in pop culture that a lot of folks ain't talking about. But I want to know, did you guys ever catch a whiff of there's this YouTuber, right, called Omi and a Hellcat. And he's the kind of YouTuber that, what he does is he flosses like a lot of fancy cars and shit like that. Well, this dude just got busted by the FBI. He has like 800,000 subscribers. He got busted by the James McAvoy. Yup, is the Young Professor X. He does a good job, I thought. Yeah, Zach's James McAvoy. He's actually in talks with. It's funny. It's him and Patrick Stewart are talking to the MC. To Kevin Feige and them over at Marvel Studios. And leak came out that a few weeks ago that. Don't trust MCU with the X-Men. Yeah, I don't either, man. I don't either. It's funny you say that. It's what happened was, I'd say about 3 weeks. No, it has to be probably a little longer than that. It had to be about maybe a month or two ago. No, about maybe a month, 3 weeks to a month ago. There was rumors that when Doctor Strange goes through his multiverse of madness or whatever, he's supposed to come across and fight one of the X-Men from the Fox universe, from the Fox X-Men. And I heard it's supposed to be like some real, like a throwdown fucking battle. Like it ain't no like 1-2 minute thing. So my whole thing is, while Doctor Strange is going through this multiverse of madness, right? And he's supposed to land, Lord knows where, or in what version of what. I guess he runs through the Fox X-Men universe. And if he's gonna go into a hard down battle, who are the people in the X-Men that can give Doctor Strange a real fucking fight? I could think about 3 or 4 people. Magneto, maybe, because that's his magnet. All he controls is metal. So if you just, but then it's Professor X, Jean Grey, or Phoenix, one or the other. And Apocalypse. So out of Apocalypse, Professor X, maybe Magneto, and Jean Grey, they're the only ones that could probably give Doctor Strange this badass fight that I keep hearing is going to take place when everybody goes to the theater and he runs to that universe and he ends up fighting somebody that's supposed to be able to match his ass in whatever. It's probably one of those. One of them. I can't see it being nobody else. Not Wolverine, no Cable, no Deadpool, no Colossus, no nobody else, man. Can't be nobody else. Oh man, the X-Men are fucked, man. Don't trust the MCU with X-Men. Yeah, man. They're not even gonna be called they're gonna be what? X-Folks? The Mutants? We are the mutants. Like some old 80s shit. Actually, that's just gonna be whack as fuck, man. I can't see nobody really respecting that, man. Maybe Rogue. That's the thing, man. You got to think about who Doctor Strange is, man, and what he can do. Rogue won't be able to fuck with him. Rogue won't. X-Mams. But that's a good one, Zax. I'm just saying, like, with everything that Doctor Strange is about and what he can do, and he's multi-dimensional, Rogue can't fuck with him, man. It got to be somebody on the level that, something on the level of what he does, or is capable of bringing a fight to his ass. It has to be somebody that has some kind of some power that's And the only people that got the power to really fight him is, out of all those movies, is probably who I mentioned. And maybe Juggernaut. Because, he has that helmet and the Tesseract and all that. It's you got to understand, too, it's that helmet is what stops Professor X from getting into his head. So, make you think, man. It'll make you think. Only if she can touch him. I mean, yeah. But how she couldn't even control that power, man. She touches his ass, and then what? Yeah, I mean, you make a very good point, man. But it's like, yeah, man, she wouldn't even know how to control that shit, man. It would be funny, like, yeah, she'll touch him and then have his power and then go. She'll be out of control then, man. That's interesting. I wonder if but I take your point. Yeah, I understand yours too, man. My man Zax. Good point, man. He'd use the portals to stop Jugs. Yeah, man. I mean, what is he gonna do? Like the same shit that Wong did to the Abomination in that Shang-Chi movie? Is that was? Did y'all see that shit? Look, in Shang-Chi, right? You of course you have Wong from Doctor Strange. He's fighting the Abomination, which is the equivalent of the Hulk. Man, somebody leaked the fight. I saw the fight, man. That fight was cool, but he used portals to knock his ass out. I don't give a fuck about Shang-Chi. So, spoilers if you ain't watched this shit yet, man. My bad, y'all, but it is what it is, man. So, basically, what it is the Abomination takes a swing to punch Wong, right? Wong's standing right there. He doesn't move. So, what Wong does is he opens up two portals, one in front of him and another portal that's right in front of Abomination. So, when he throws the punch, his punch goes in the portal and comes out through the other portal that's by his face, and he ends up knocking his own self out. Yeah, man. So I guess, man, if Doctor Strange wants to use the same shit and do that to Juggernaut, all right, I can see that, man. Oh, well, or you could just take him and just fucking throw him into the other side of the, just transport his ass to the other side of the world. It'll take him days to get back, right? Or it'll take him a minute to get back. Coldera says only Phoenix could be a threat to Strange. We sort of saw a mini Magneto already with the telekinesis guy in the Infinity War. Right. Yeah, I feel you there, Coldera. I feel you on that. Let me see. All this X-Men stuff fires me up. I bought those books when Storm led the team. Yeah, I did too. You're talking about right around X-Men. You're not talking about around issue 281, right? Was that 281? And then at that point, that's when they split the team. They had the blue and the gold team, and that's when they came out with X-Men #1, just X-Men. And they had like the variant covers. One was a Magneto cover, one was Wolverine, and I think Cyclops. One was a whole team variant, if I'm not mistaken. They had like what they call it, the gatefold covers, where you open them up and shit. Cover 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, that kind of shit. Yeah, man. I remember those, man. I look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Right around that time of the X-Men, dude, I was on it. I was collecting Uncanny X-Men, Excalibur, X-Force, Excalibur, X-Force. What am I missing? I was collecting Cable, Deadpool, The Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, Wolverine's comic book. I was on it, man. And I think I'm missing another X-Men book, but yeah, I was killing the X-Men, dude. I was, even to like Wolverine number 75 when he had the adamantium pulled out of his claws. I had all that shit. Matter of fact, I got Wolverine number 1 right next to me, man. In mint condition. Fucking right. Yeah, from the ongoing series, number 1. My boy Coldera says, speaking of badass stuff, check out the Punisher War Machine. Friggin' awesome. Yeah, I seen that, man. I heard that might happen in the MCU, man. They say if they bring John Berthal or whatever the fuck his name is into the MCU as the Punisher, they might cross him over with War Machine and make that storyline happen in a movie or TV show or some shit. Yeah, I definitely heard about that happening. Yeah, man. Coldera, your dream might come true on seeing that actually manifesting. See, that's the thing. Think about this, man. That says I'm talking about the Uncanny issue 200 old school. Okay, you talking about way back then. Okay, all right. Because I'm be honest with you, I started collecting X-Men at that point that I told you about, when they split up the team. It was a blue team and the gold team, and then you had all the other teams. Then from there, you had like the Executioner song, and then you had the Felix Covenant. I had all that shit. I had every fucking issue, man. All of that shit. Like the first appearance of Cable, like when he was a baby, all that shit, man. Deadpool, had all of it, man. Had all that. Somebody stole my comics, man, a few years ago. So lost out on a lot of shit. Spider-Man. See, that's the thing, man. When I collected comics like that back then, I was a beast, man. I was ferocious as fuck. Like you guys wouldn't even understand the kind of collector I was. Like, I was the guy that, let's say, I would collect like all the X-Men comics, right? And whenever any of the X-Men made an appearance in somebody else's comic, I had to have that comic too. So I never missed appearances and anything else. I was in it, man. Yeah. Follow your boy on Twitter if you haven't already. Master of the TDS. What's up? What? Hello, everyone. Great to have you here, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, I love the X-Men, bro. I remember Strife. Like when they first showed Strife, found out that he was Cable's twin. Dude, you remember Mother Ashkani, the chick that went and took Cable into the future so that he wouldn't die? Man, I remember all that shit, man. Hey, TDS, my man. Yeah. There we go. Sorry about your comics. That's tough. Yeah, man. The thing about the comics, man, that was real tough was, dude, like cutting grass and doing all the fucking chores and all the little money. Dude, like I worked hard for them fucking comics, man. Wasn't nobody like buying me them shits. I was going to the store and getting them myself, man. Paying for my own shit. Worked hard, saved my money. And then had to hear from my dad going to the comic book store telling me how much that shit was a fucking waste of time and waste of money. So just imagine all that shit you have to listen to along with trying to work hard to get it. Fuck, man. Thought I can keep my shit. I guess shit. Folks had other plans, right? Fuck, man. TDS. What's up? New Bomb Turk. What's up, boy? Hell, everybody. Man, Hail to you, New Bomb Turk. Great to have you here, man. Thank you, man, for being here, man. Master of the TDS. Says, hello, Zax. Good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see Zax here, man. Good dude. Good dude. Have you seen the Hot Toys Punisher War Machine? Nah, I haven't, man. So tempted to buy it. Nah, you know what? I was, man, I've been seeing this Transformers Dracula, man. Dude. They got this look, y'all, if y'all haven't heard about this shit, man, there's a Transformers Dracula. Transformers got with Universal. You know, of course, Universal's making the fucking movies, you know, and all that other shit. But they got with them on some other shit. And they're basically doing Transformers Universal Monsters. The first one is Dracula. Dude, he's called Draculus. Dog, he's fucking badass, man. You guys got to look this shit up, man. Oh, shit. My man.
Hey.
Yo, doing, what's up, man?
Oh, what's up, man? Sorry I'm a little late. How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm glad to have you here, man.
Hey, if anyone who doesn't know, my name is Vigilante Wednesday here on another episode of the Primetime Kings. And how's everybody doing?
Oh, man.
I heard you. I was in the back for a little bit, so I heard you talking about your collection, your collecting game with X-Men, and you had actually told the story about your comics getting got, which is sucks so bad, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's damn, didn't know you was. I'm talking and shit. I didn't know you was. All I do was look at the screen. I thought I was looking at the chat, and I could have just moved my eyes over just a little bit.
You good, man.
He was there, man. My bad, man.
You good, bro.
Shit. Yeah, man. I've been you know, they talking about some cool shit that trying to get at the store, and I was like, yo, man, because look, you know that you remember that Draculus we saw before?
Yeah.
Well, check this out,
man. Because it was sold out when I saw it.
Well, I just looked yesterday, and an article came out talking about how it got spotted for the first time. Okay, look, you know, I don't know if you knew this, but Toys R Us is back.
I did hear that,
and I heard that it was an extension of a store, and I can't remember. Is it Target? No, it's not Target. It's some store. Okay, it's in and it's over, like, basically this store is what's housing Toys R Us. So now Toys R Us is attached to the store, and in Canada, person walked into the store, and it's the first account of that toy being seen on the shelf. And it's a Toys R Us over in Canada, but it's a part of a bigger store.
I see.
And basically it's going for $72.99 Canadian.
Oh, man, see, this is my big issue with trying to collect action figures nowadays, or any toys. Like, they're like Jordans. If you don't get them that first week, you're not getting them at retail, and it's like, oh, God,
right,
that sucks. Cause damn, I looking online, apparently,
he's okay. New Bomb Church says it's Macy's. There you go.
Macy's is doing it. Okay. Well, I'm looking on Target.com. They said come back on the 28th. Maybe they'll have some. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I also heard that Target was going to be pushing them. So hey, there's a chance we can get one, dude. I was looking at that shit again. That shit is clean as hell, man.
Did you see that? We were talking about X-Men. Did you see the X-Men Transformer they got of the Jet?
You talking about what's the name of that? The Jet? I forgot the name.
What do they call it? The Expanse. I don't remember.
Right? Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, and actually, dog, I've seen that, man. You know, and it's funny because they starting to do, like, have you seen the Transformers Ecto One?
I did not see that,
dude. Yeah, you can pull them up if you want to check them out, man. They got the X-Men Ecto One, man, where it transforms is made by the Transformers.
Wow, that's sweet. That's super sweet. But it's already for the streets. It's already, I see it. Oh yeah, 207 used. Come on, bro. Yeah, you gotta stop with this. We're gonna release 5 copies of an action figure, and good luck and God bless getting it. You gotta help the brothers out.
Yeah.
We're trying to get these that sucks, man. I hate that everything's like that, but these are really cool action figures. So first, let me try to share screen.
Things all here. There you go. My man. The weight down. Tips hat. Oh, thank you, man. Didn't know that, man. Yeah, man. If you left a message, man, shit. Because nothing's telling me that nothing's. But thank you, man. If you want to leave a message in the chat, I'll definitely read it off, man. But thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. We need a transformer switches gender at all. Hey, man.
What? Don't give them any ideas. You know that's coming.
Hey, man. Dude, I mean, they already got robots in love, so I'm not even.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some weird shit. Go Macau, what's up, boy?
Hell Go Macau. I got the Ecto one and the
There we go. Let's see this.
The X-Men jet Transformers. It comes with the little mini figures of.
Oh, that is sweet.
Yeah.
It comes with a Sabretooth and a Wolverine. That's
the minifigs. You can see, I don't know how.
Oh yeah, I mean shit.
But look at it. This is it in its robot form. See, it's taking a little bit of Cyclops.
Oh, and it got claws.
I think it doesn't have. Well, I guess it would be considered kind of claws, kind of like Psylocke and claws at the same time.
No, actually, those claws looks like
kind of like Psylocke and Wolverine. Like it's purple, like Psylocke. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Like Wolverine.
Well, actually, like when Wolverine lost the metal off his bones.
Yeah, the bone claws.
Yeah, that's what that looks like, man. That looks like.
Yeah.
But that looks sweet as fuck, man. That looks badass, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. You say you got oh, that's sweet, man. Then you say, oh, look at that. It come with the ghost? Who's that, Slimer?
It comes with Slimer.
Holy $40.
Well, here's the thing about that. You can see eBay wants a little bit more than 40. Oh, they got different versions. This is a different version, I see.
Oh, how many versions they got? I mean, do they all look the same, or one's bigger?
Looks a little bit.
And that one has a green Slimer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that one has like kind of a transparent Slimer. You see the color, the paint ops is different. This one looks a little smaller. I guess it's similar paint ops, but it's just a green Slimer. Either way, these are really cool collaborations, Transformers.
Oh man, those are awesome, man. And like I say, man, just to see that that Dracula. Look, dude, I seen different poses with the Dracula one where he had the cape and he was looking like real Dracula. Like it looks, man, that shit looked sick, man. Like people are already unboxing that motherfucker, man. Look at that,
man. Oh, the Draculus.
Yeah, Draculus. Yeah, man, he fucking looks. Keely Chow says, "What's up, Keely Chow? Roll tight, my man. What's good, man? Great to have you here, man." The Wake Down says, "Nods at Gomer." There you go. Hell, the new bomb Turk. That's what's up, man. Oh man, glad to have you all here, man. For real, man. Thank y'all for being here, man. I was looking at the Draculus one.
Here's Draculus.
31 dog. That's even cheaper.
If you can get it retail, because like I said, they all sold out. That's
what they say. It's cheaper to keep them, man.
It's cheaper to keep it. If you got to get on, you got to be on it with these action figures. That's what I'm finding out. There's no like, oh, this is out and I want it. It's like it's too late.
And it's that shit looks like it's a nice size one too. Like that motherfucker ain't no little mini nothing. Look at that motherfucker.
No, it's nice. Look at the wingspan, the little, even the cape, cloth cape.
Dude, I seen some poses they done put him in with the cape, and he was looking sick. I think, is that the one? Yo, I think they have a pose of him. If you look at those pictures going down, like they have a picture of him with the cape on. He was looking raw as shit.
As the robot.
Yeah.
Let me see if they got it. Okay, I don't think they have it here.
Oh, damn.
No, they don't.
Which see, you could tell on the back of the box.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other side. They had a picture of him. Yeah, right there. That's the one I want to see, that picture right there, because he looks like he would be fucking like menacing, man.
Yeah, man. This is clean. I hope they ship another run of these. I hope it's not just you missed that run and that's it. Because and of all the stuff they're doing collaborations with, man, hope we get restocks of this stuff. It's already going like real crazy with eBay and Amazon and like reselling. I saw one resale when I was looking this up for 80. I'm like, golly, $80 on the retail for 30. Come on, man.
Damn.
Beating people over the head.
Yeah, man. If you can keep it for 31, that'd even be a steal.
That's clean. Yeah.
The Way Down Waves. What's up, Way Down? Go Macau says, "Go Big Orange." I'm a sad Vols fan.
Oh, Volunteers, Tennessee Volunteers.
Okay.
What's going on in college football, Gomer? You know, I haven't been paying attention to sports this year. Been trying to watch some football. Seen the Lions can very easily be 2-1. We're 0-3. So that's how it goes.
What's up, Banana Sean? What's good, man? Great to have you here, man. So, posted your Riddick video on Reddit. Hyped for everything Riddick. Thanks for the new info. Oh, man, you welcome, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. What it is Vin Diesel is. I guess he done set some things in motion where he's going to start working on a new Riddick movie, man.
I think I did see that. I even think I saw a video on it.
I dropped that.
If you search on YouTube, your video is one of the first ones to show up. So hopefully you get some traction on that, man.
Oh, man, that's awesome, man. Thank you, man. I hope so too, man.
I'm not sure, the algorithm just doing that because I'm sub to you.
Right. Hopefully it's showing some brothers some love.
Yeah, man. I hope it happens. Riddick to me was always a cool franchise. Not high art, but it was still real cool. It was still
he's a toxic space dude.
Yeah.
You smell beautiful. You remember that shit? Yeah. The Chronicles of Riddick when he got around, what's her name? The chick that was with the other dude, man, and he got her alone and he sniffed on her and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You might not. I don't know. I'm not sure if you watched that movie, man.
I saw it like when it came out, but I don't remember it. Like Pitch Black and seeing Chronicles of Riddick, because they both came out in the early 2000s. 2004 is when Chronicles of Riddick came out, so it's been a while. So I don't really remember all the dialogue like that. I remember liking it. They did 3 of them. I don't remember those 2.
Nah, look.
Or is this the 3rd one?
No. Actually, it's supposed to be the 5th one. Actually, See what it is. He put out the first movie, Pitch Black. Then he ended up putting out a cartoon movie called Dark Fury. And then from there, he came out with the Chronicles of Riddick. So what happened was the Dark Fury was supposed to bridge the gap between what happened between Pitch Black after Vin Diesel fought all those monsters and got off the planet. Between that and Chronicles of Riddick. So like I would go to the pawn shops or stores, and I would see that they would sell Pitch Black, and see, even you could even throw Pitch Black in there as being a part of the. So it was Pitch Black, Dark Fury, and the Chronicles of Riddick. That's your first 3 movies.
Okay.
And Dark Fury is the animated movie, but it has the voice actor that played Jack, which was the boy girl from the first movie, and the black dude, which was the holy man, the shaman.
Okay.
So I forgot his name is Keith David. That's his real name. And basically, they both reprised their role for the animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, so the Chronicles of Riddick was the 3rd movie. Then the 4th one was the one that they called Riddick. and that's the one with him and Batista.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one.
Right. I got that one here. I got all those. I got all fucking 4 of those movies right here next to me. So basically, he has 4 live action movies and 1. Well, he has 3 live action movies and 1. But the animated movie is supposed to be a real movie because it's a part of the adventures. It's what happened between is because after they left the planet, they got caught. From the first movie, from Pitch Black. So after they escaped all those monsters, they were in space trying to get to where they were trying to go, and they got caught in the middle of space. So yeah, there's a bunch of shit that happens with that, man. I'm a and plus I got the 2 games. There's 2 Riddick games too.
I do remember the games, but I didn't play either of them.
Man, the first game was a hit, man. That shit won fucking like over 40-50 awards, man. Yeah, you talking about like IGN, you talking about all these all these companies, man. They were fucking dropping. It was actually look for it was called Escape from Butcher Bay. When Escape from Butcher Bay came out, for a game that was based on a movie, dude, that thing it won a lot of awards, man, and it won a lot of awards because a lot of video game associated, like a lot of video games that were associated with movies, they were all flops. They were all shitty. Like people hated most of those games. Yeah. And with that Riddick game, man, it was actually a very good game, man, and it won a lot of awards. Exhibit was even a part of the game.
I didn't know that.
You remember the rapper Exhibit?
Yeah, I remember Exhibit.
Yeah. He was in it.
Mr. Pimp My Ride. I remember him well before that too. Yeah, some good music before he did Pimp My Ride. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do remember the game when it came out, but I just didn't.
Yeah. I'm a fan, man. Matter of fact, I got the collection sitting right here in front of me, man. I got both games: Pitch Black, Dark Fury, Riddick, the Chronicles of Riddick, and then the Riddick movie with him and Batista. So yeah, I got this shit sitting right here in front of me, man. So yeah, man, it was good, man. It was a good game. It's been a good series, and there's a lot of people that like it, man. So a lot of people like it more than what I thought.
Yeah, it's got there's a pretty rabid fan base for the Riddick.
It's funny you say that, man. The last video I dropped on Riddick about 2 months ago. Shit, people are still watching it now, man. It got like over 600-700 views.
Oh, cool.
On a 5-6 minute video. So I didn't know, man. And actually, shout out to my man Banana Sean, man. He was the one that he put me on to this subreddit community, man, and dropped my video on there, and that shit went fucking it went fucking bananas, man. And that's just like a little small section of subreddit that you didn't even know liked. Like Reddit, man, it's very specific, man. Like if you like this, you join this. And yeah, man, shit. I shout out to Banana Sean, man. I appreciate you, man. And it looks like he did it again just a little earlier, man. He's like, yo, I dropped your video on the subreddit. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that, man.
Yeah. And I mean, it's cool that this franchise is even being activated at all. I mean, hopefully, how we always kind of complain, oh Lord, is it gonna be woke or whatever? But I don't really see that happening. And plus it had a lot of sci-fi room. Like you could do stuff you could do stuff with a woman and make her somewhat powerful in this universe and not make it stupid if you wanted to. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff you could do with women, and if you don't want to make it stupid, you can do it. And now you got it looks like 1.4 1,400, 1.4.
Oh shit! It doubled
for the first one.
Are you talking about the one from 2 months ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's even better. Shit. Appreciate you, Sean. Yo, no problem, man. Love the vids. Happy to help, man. Thank you, man. Awesome dude, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Wanted to ask you real quick, man. Did you look at the articles I dropped in the DMs?
A couple of them.
Dude, there were some things on there, bro. Ooh. Boy, too much. I was looking at that, and it's crazy because a lot of that news came out between yesterday and today, from what I seen. So it's like I was like, damn, it's a lot of, dude.
It's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, but just some of it is very eye opening, man.
What do you think? Because one of the things he's talking about, because Venom, is that out this week or next week?
Oh, I think it's next week.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong, but dude, after I seen that, I was like, what the fuck? Wow. So that's looking at Venom like that, right? I mean, damn, man.
So basically, what we're talking about looks like that listen, with Hollywood, there's a lot of times they'll market something a certain way,
right?
They're trying to appease their group of whatever the people who make these decisions, who want things a certain way. So just because a producer's saying this, I didn't hear anything with Venom having some heavy, LGBTQ agenda stuff. I never heard that until this moment, a week before its release. So I'm, I thought Venom was okay. I know a lot of people like it a lot. It was there. You know what I mean? I'm somewhat interested just to see Carnage on screen, but I still don't like well, they've already changed Venom's origin to be less connected to Spider-Man, which I don't like.
Right.
And off rip, and then they added that to this. I mean, to me, Venom is a Spider-Man character. He has his own mythos, and the symbiotes and stuff, but he comes off of Spider-Man, so that's just a weird thing to me. And then the tone of being more comical. I mean, I get it was fun. It was light, but
man, I was tripping on the Kevin Bacon one up under it, huh?
Yeah, I saw the Kevin Bacon one. Okay, let me actually get some of these articles up, and then I'll start sharing the screen so the people can see what we're talking about. Yeah, the Kevin Bacon.
Wow. Yeah, if I looked at the title and was like, how the hell can we? Well, Kevin Smith switched invaders. I trust no one in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And spoilers. Just wait, V-Dub.
Just wait on what? The Venom. Okay, so let's I'll start with the Venom, and then we can get to Kevin Bacon. That sounds even crazier. And real quick disclaimer: we're not trying to be offensive or disparaging towards any groups. We're just commenting on how absurd a lot of these connections that they're trying to force into media are, and that's the thing. Because I don't want people to be, oh my god, these motherfuckers. Like, no.
Nah, yeah, because I got family and stuff, so it's not. Yeah, it ain't even a thing of hating, but it's like, damn, like how the fuck are you turning Venom into this, or how the fuck are you doing? You turning Robin into or Superboy? Come on, man. It's just it's like get the fuck out of here now, man.
It's absurd. So this is Andy Serkis. He was he the director? He claims he's the director.
Andy Serkis is the guy next to him. He's an actor, man. Matter of fact, Andy Serkis is the guy in the blue suit. And
yeah, that's what I mean. But he directed the movie.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know Andy Serkis directed it.
Yeah, it says it right here. He's the Venom Let There Be Carnage director.
Yeah, because in the new Batman movie with Matt Reeves in them, he's playing Alfred.
Really?
Yeah, Andy Serkis is Alfred, man. So he's playing. Yeah, he's playing Alfred with the dude from Twilight, man, Robert Pattinson. He's Alfred.
Yeah. I did not know that. That's crazy. So he directs too. Gomer Kyle says he has a few. So but a lot, what's funny? A lot of actors have already done that, but there's a lot of actors that are like writers and directors and stuff like that nowadays. Which I get it. It's good to have multiple skills trying to get on in Hollywood. But I noticed that in general. Even people may not be the biggest fan of the Phoebe Waller-Bridge of the world. She's a writer on top of
Right.
being an actor. So I noticed that's a
Oh,
thing.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge and shit.
I know you're not looking for her stuff, but she is indeed a writer. Well, Andy Serkis claimed the upcoming film Venom has a LGBTQIA, that is what all the letters say, coming out party for Venom. Spoke to Uproxx to promote the upcoming film, where he discussed a scene in which Venom goes to a rave. Originally it was going to be a carnival of the damned, and it ended up being Tom, who got to know Lil Sims, who's a brilliant rapper. I've never heard of this person, but I don't know. That's neither here nor there because I don't know shit. And it also stars in the movie, and she actually made a song unbeknownst to her called Venom. How did she make a song unbeknownst to her? That makes no sense. But it connected very much with the first movie. So Tom got in touch with her, and that song became sort of the focus. So Tom were always about Venom coming out and coming out. Venom, like the symbiote?
Dude, man. Hey.
How can the symbiote? I got one question. This is what I mean.
Right.
How can this symbiote have a sexuality at all? How?
Well, I mean, when the mommy symbiote and the daddy symbiote.
I mean, like, this doesn't make any sense,
dude. That's why I was saying, like when I heard some talking, and I was like, and then when I seen this headline, I was like, man. And see, the thing is, nobody's really talking about this. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what, we need to really see what's going on with this shit, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't read these articles, man. When we sit here and we talk about it, so basically you're catching my reaction right off the cuff.
Okay.
And I heard what was in this article, but I didn't know the specifics or anything like that. Now I'm hearing it, and it's like, fuck.
Like, it would have been bad enough to say, okay, Eddie Brock is gay, which he's not, because he has a son, or bi or whatever. But they know the symbiote is LGBTQ. At least if I misread this, please let me know. I'm gonna reread it again. It says we were always about Venom coming out. It said Venom coming out and going to a party that was sort of an LGBTQIA. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be funny. Kind of festival. So this is his coming out party. Basically, this is Venom's coming out party.
So basically, oh my gosh. So, okay, but Venom is when they're both together.
Okay, this is even worse.
Uh-oh.
So, this is
okay because I was going to ask about what happened in the first movie. The symbiote kind of took a form of a woman, didn't it?
They might try to spin that into some storyline. And Code Eric, you're not that far off. Black symbiotes matter. When I get into the next paragraph, I'll read the reaction first off. Uproxx writer, even the writer for Uproxx had to say, "Well, like actually coming out," because that's very interesting. Almost to say like it's a fucking alien symbiote, and I guess if you consider them both together, but it's like still. I don't know. Anyway, Serkis responded, coming out and being out. And then Ryan commented, well, you just compared it to LGBTQIA. That's very interesting. Here's the Black Symbiotes Matters part I'm talking about. Serkis then explained, well, what's interesting is just like, here he is, and he kind of says in this movie, we must stop this cruel treatment of aliens. I shit you not, that's what it says.
Oh.
He said, we all live on this ball of rock. And so he inadvertently becomes, he's speaking for the other. He's speaking for the freedom of the other. So so now he's an alien activist. This has to be, this is wild.
And Pat says, what is Venom's pronouns?
Exactly. And as Zach points out, it's super cringe. The symbiote doesn't have sex.
LGBTQI.
Well, they have an A. I didn't think the A stood for alien. Or
IA. IAS.
Symbiote. Yeah.
Ooh.
This is wild. I hope this is false marketing,
Nah, it's real. It's real as fuck, man.
man. Oh man. And then Eddie and Venom are in love. Like we all know that they're in love.
Oh. Says Zach said it's super cringe. The symbiote doesn't have sex. Well, shit, they fucking now.
Apparently,
They all fucking now.
You're not thinking like they think, Zach. You're thinking of logic and normalcy. Nope. This is, and see. So here's the thing: if you say, "Hey, man, this is too much for me," I'm not gonna say the group because a lot of times it's never the actual group of people who are just like Latinx. Nobody really wants to be called Latinx, but they just keep pushing it on top. But whoever it is will say, "Oh, you're trying to be, disparaging towards a group." No, it's a fucking alien symbiote. Why do y'all care about who it fucks? What is wrong with you people?
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Gomacau 79 says, "Well, I'll tell Venom the same thing. I'll tell anyone bashing America: go back to your country, space planet."
And yeah, the symbiotes kind of are established to be asexual, aren't they?
Caldera says in the comics, didn't Venom father Carnage asexual?
Because they're not.
I mean the Venom symbiote, like a piece of it was like pulled off or it broke off, some shit to that effect, or it was fucked with and re-administered to a convict to see, how the shit would, or whatever the fuck, something to that effect, or it broke apart and it went to a prison and found Cassidy or whatever. Something. It's one of those, something like that, man. It's been so fucking long, man. And some asshole stole my comics. I can't even tell you what. I can't even remember what the fuck it was, man. Fucking assholes. And Pat S says,
pretty abusive relationship, right?
Yeah, that man. And I agree with the weight down. He said this feels more like trolling. Yeah, actually it sounds like a bunch of shit, but it's funny because it's not. Because if you know Andy Serkis, man, he doesn't rock to say something just to be like when he says something, man, he just says it, man. He doesn't, he's not no like, he ain't no bullshit kind of dude. So basically, if he's the director and he's saying, "Hey, this is what it is," I would take him at his word for it. I mean, who the fuck would know more than the director or the direction he's trying to take this movie? And it looks like Tom Hardy's on board with it.
Yeah. I got a deeper, more philosophical question.
Sure, what's that, man?
Why does and actually this comes from something I got to give the credit to Matt from Coach off the Culture Crime Fighters. We do a show every week.
There you go.
Soft plug for that. Well, he said, because we were talking about how they sexualize things and unsexualize things, they're constantly sexualizing things that were not sexualized and taking away sexuality from things that had sexuality. They try to de-emphasize James Bond, and then they try to over sexualize everything else to the extent that you sexualized a alien symbiote. Because for him to be LGBTQ, he has to be wanting sex. And you made this story, which should be, because obviously Venom has his own personality outside of Eddie Brock, it should be more of a friendship thing, right? Because how could they ever have sex with each other as they have to become, I guess, masturbation. This is gross. But what I'm going off of what they're giving me, man. Why would you make that relationship a romantic one? Is my point. It doesn't fit that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you ever seen any of the Spider-Man, like when Venom first came up and you started like seeing what the symbiote was. The reality of that was the symbiote was never like it never took the form of a guy or girl. It was just a thing.
Yes.
And
the host.
Yeah, it was just a thing that needed a host, and it didn't take a form of it being. It never came off like it was a he or a she. It just came off as it was his own thing. and now they're putting a gender to it. It's like fuck, man. It's in dude. It's
Yeah, it's literally, you guys should be happy. It's inherently non-binary. Literally, because it's neither male nor female. It's an alien symbiote. It's more akin. It's like trying to genderize a virus or something like that. You know what I mean? You wouldn't
right.
genderize a virus. It just exists. You know what I'm saying? But they have to. And I guess Isn't the Girl, hell, Isn't the Girl, you must have already heard about this. Yeah, it hosted off of Spider-Man, which is why Venom has webbing. Yeah, but they changed that.
Yeah, the Islington girl, she's awesome, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you just blessing us with your presence, man. And I'm being very serious. When you show up, it's always a good thing. So thank you for being here. Man, this is crazy, man. Yeah, is Venom sexualized in the comics? Nah, it's well, you know what? I can't say what it's been in the last but I can, because in the last 10 years or so, you know the bad part about this.
Mm-hmm.
Venom, if I'm not mistaken, if there's any Spider-Man fans here, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. But right now, in the last 2 or 3 years, he's been going through a storyline where the king of his planet, where the alien symbiote came and waged war against the heroes of Marvel, and it's I think it's called All Hail the King or some shit like that, to where this fucking, and it done killed some heroes now, like this the master alien symbiote from Venom's home planet came to Earth waging war and fucking all kinds of shit up. So this fucking thing is a badass. I mean, and it's
King in Black. Is that what it was?
I think it is. I think it's called the King in Black or some shit like that. And so the alien symbiote, the king of all of the motherfuckers, touched down. And I heard this motherfucker's awesome as fuck, like killing motherfuckers, doing all kind of shit. And just to know that I think they're still running through that storyline or some of it.
Yeah.
And just to know that like in the comic book side of it, Venom is trying to fight to destroy this thing or fight this thing, and this, like, it's taking the Avengers and the X-Men and everything, not even related to Venom, to go fight this thing that comes from Venom's planet. And then while you're looking at the comic books, you see Venom going through all this shit. You turn to this movie and this is what you get. And this motherfucker's fighting the biggest thing he's fighting the biggest thing in his existence. Mm-hmm. Is the king of his fucking planet to come and fucking destroy everything on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But then you turn to this movie and this dude's basically fucking himself, man, or whatever.
Well, two things. One, Isn't Girl is on some what's it called, hentai shit, saying that, not gonna lie, suddenly I got a genderless alien symbiote and it wanted to have sex with me, I might be kind of into that, so I can't blame the dude. I know you got the Skeletor thing. I appreciate the sandwiches, Isn't the Girl. I appreciate the sandwiches. So like real quick, I know I stopped sharing, but I'm gonna reshare the screen for this IMAX poster. And so like, am I crazy to be thinking something of just this poster with Carnage and Venom? Like, do you see what I see, how it kind of looks like, almost like they're dancing as much as they're fighting?
Right. And then I heard that there's supposed to be Shriek, and there's a female one that's going to show up too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a black chick.
Okay, of course.
That gets, her name is Shriek.
Is she the one like purplish fuchsia one?
I think she's purple or she's yellow or some.
There's a few different ones. I can't remember them all. I remember when they had more than Carnage and Venom, and there was like a purple one and a yellow one, and it was a gang of them. And Isn't the Girl again, man? I don't know what's in your anime. Don't know what's going on there, but I'm slightly aroused.
My girl, the Islington girl, says shit.
But I mean, there's something going on here. Even his legs, the way they're put,
right?
You know, I mean, look at Carnage's legs and the way they format it. You know what I'm saying? It don't look quite right. They both got their tongues out, almost touching each other. There's something off about this poster. Very off.
Oh man.
And
LMAO. Hey, appreciate you, girl. You making me
appreciate
laugh,
you being
bro.
here. Isn't it great?
Yeah, actors are pretentious. Method actors even more so. Directors even more than that. Those comments can be spun to mean things both nefarious and harmless based on how they're spun. Yeah, you're right about that, man.
Very
I
true.
mean, you like, yeah, okay. It's funny because what it is, it's the director saying this, but you're right in saying that, he can just be saying this shit and this.
Just saying it to say it. You still there? Oh shit. 24? Man, that sucks. I hope he comes back. I think what he was trying to say is that, and hopefully I'm still here and it's not where my stuff is messed up and his stuff is good. But what he's saying is, this is a marketing tour, and people say whatever the hell they feel they want in a marketing tour. And actually, to kind of piggyback off that point, they talk about what was it? Eddie and Ann being like still a relationship that they focus on, the love interest from the first one, and so Avi Arad, or who was one of the, he's been a producer at Marvel, and oh man, hopefully 24 comes back. But Avi Arad's been a producer at Marvel forever, since the 90 cartoons. I remember seeing his name in the X-Men and not just the X-Men and the Spider-Man, but I think all those cartoons in the 90s. Anyways, he says as much as Eddie loves her, he's still talking about Anne Wayne, he doesn't know how to do it, which leads to a breakup. So not only does he claim Eddie is still in love with Anne, but knows Venom wants Anne to be a part of their life because he sees himself as one with Eddie. So that when you see that, it makes you think maybe the first part is bullshit. Maybe he's just, because a lot of times we'll get worked up about stuff, but they'll just say shit because it sounds cute to the person talking to them. It sounds cute amongst their circles. Yes, it's LGBTQ, and hey, 24/7 is back. So I mean, it's talking about they still have Anne as the love interest. So I don't know. That could be pretentious bullshit. It doesn't have to be how he said. Otherwise, it does have some creepy overtones. But what say you, 24? Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I hear you now.
All right, let me check the audio. All right, good.
This girl
Yeah,
will
my
make
bad,
for
man.
three-way. Oh no, you good? And yeah, Zax, does an amoeba have a sexual preference? That's what I'm talking about with the symbiote thing. And Newbound Turk, that's what I was talking about. It seems like more brotherly love will be the angle that you go with, not a sexual love between Eddie and the symbiote for Venom. That doesn't make sense. Especially again, it says here that Anne Wayne is still the love interest, and that Venom is trying to get them together and keep her around. So it's kind of a mixed signal. I'm hoping that this is bullshit. I'm hoping this is just a director talking shit because he thinks all his woke little friends, oh my god, they're so progressive. Snap their fingers and their berets or whatever, play bongos, and think they're the smartest people in the room. But it has nothing to do with it. Like if you guys remember that Star Wars kiss that was so revolutionary,
right?
The LGBTQ, but it was like one kiss. If you blink, you miss it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so a lot of that stuff happened.
You talking about the kiss that they cut out over in China?
Yep.
Right. Damn.
Because it's in a dude. If that was in a chick, you would be like, that would be an interesting three-way. Yeah, I don't do the hentai thing. I don't do the do all that. So I'm not really into aliens fucking humans. That's just not my gimmick. But hey, to each your own. This is no judgment. We're not judgmental here in the Primetime Kings. So whatever floats your boat or finds your lost remote. Venlos are weird. Yep, now there's already a thing. Venlos instead of Raylos.
The Islington girl, man, you're awesome.
You
It's
are
funny
awesome,
though.
Islington girl.
Yeah, he's coming with it tonight, man. Damn. Yeah, it's just, but to be honest, man, just to see that happening to Venom, it's like, come on, man. It's I'm on the Ben low. Oh no, am I on the Ben low?
You
On the
might
down
be.
low, Ben low. Oh my
You are.
God, she's
Instead of
funny
a
as shit.
Raylo, you're a Venlo.
Patez, Amoeba got back. Red beans and rice. Don't miss they them. Yeah, Amoeba got back.
Oh
No
boy.
king shaming.
No king shaming, none at all. None at all. Whatever floats your boat, finds your lost remote.
But and it's crazy because it's like, there's so many things that are like geared, into like sexuality. And it's like, man, it's so much shit that doesn't even need to go there. You know what I don't understand? And this is what I've always heard. I mean, you guys tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I heard that when it comes to storytelling or you writing a comic book, the whole premise of explaining sex or something sexual or something like that, I heard that thing is it's a harder, it's hard, like it brings a difficult, like an added difficult aspect to a character, because now you have to dive into an aspect of it that, when you talk about like Batman fucking or somebody fucking, it's like now you didn't added a whole nother thing to him that you never had to worry about before. So
yeah, you add a different element.
right, and it was the element that you could have done without, but the fact that you want to add it in, now it's an extra headache because now you got to keep up with relationships and who fucking who and all this other shit. It's like, damn, man. It just makes it harder to, and then when people try to look at what they're doing in the movies, and well, it's not what's going on in comic books and all this, like fuck, and it's like it's the same people running all of it. It's Kevin Feige. He's running the comic books, he's running the fucking movies and the TV shows, but he can't seem to keep none of it in sync with itself.
No.
Fuck, man, he's the primetime kings. Oh, fucking Robin. Hey, I like the Michelle Williams Venom. What's that? What's Michelle Williams?
New Bomb Turk said that the quote was a bit out of context, so I can
yeah, that's what Circus himself. Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying before I faded out. I was saying that, yeah, because that's when the Wake Down had mentioned it, and I was like, you could, he could, and actually, this whole article could be overblown. Absolutely. But it's just the fact that in the world that we live in, this could have gotten overblown, but this could be exactly what he meant. But I guess we have to wait and see wait to see
even
what
in context,
right.
So in context, I can see how the LGBTQ stuff is overblown, but I still don't necessarily, because I mean his quote as far as him saying like we must stop this cruel treatment of aliens, unless he's saying that tongue in cheek, and that's what he says. So I'll read the quote, and actually let me share the screen.
There we go.
Alrighty, all this shit to pop up. So he actually talks a little bit about the Batman. So, he's forbidden to talk about Alfred, so he couldn't talk about the Batman in this interview. So, and anyways, he says, so during this movie, Venom goes to the rave. That's a very interesting scene. Then we read this quote, but I'll read it again. Originally, it was going to be a carnival. The dad ended up being Tom. Had got to know Lil Sims, who's a brilliant rapper who also stars in the movie, and she actually made a song unbeknownst to her called Venom that connected very much with the first movie, and so Tom got in touch with her, and that became sort of the focus. Well, Tom and Kelly, who's the co-writer, Kelly Marcel, always talking about Venom coming out and going to a party that has this LGBTQIA kind of festival, really. I call it, so this is his coming out party. This is Venom's coming out party. So it didn't say it was LGBTQ. It just says it had that vibe. And then he said, well, like actually coming out? And he's like, well, coming out, being out. I mean, you see that Venom exists. And And he said you compared it to LGBTQIA. That's very interesting. And this is the part I'm saying, well, I don't know how to move this out of context. This is a complete joke. He says, well, what's interesting is just like here he is. He's kind of, and he says in this movie, what was interesting is just like here he is, kind of, he says in this movie, we must stop this cruel treatment of aliens. We all live on this ball of rock, and he inadvertently becomes a kind of, he's speaking for the other, the freedom of the other. So that scene, that sentence still is like, boy.
Right.
Then, the Venom and Eddie are in love. Like we know they are. They're in love. Absolutely. They do love each other. It's kind of the center of the movie, that central love affair. See, he used the term love affair. I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure that Venom is not bending Tom Hardy over to clap those cheeks. I'm not sure that's not going to happen.
Right.
And I do kind of see that, he doesn't, when he's talking about the actual scene and it coming out, it doesn't necessarily mean anything related to, he's using that as an example. Still, Michelle Williams, Chicken Venom, Heath Ledger's baby mama. Yeah. How pandering can you get? People go see Brokeback Mountain hoping a superhero fight will happen in the background. Very good point. No, they did not. Was the second hottest chick on Dawson's Creek. Dawson's Creek was some time ago.
Yeah, that was a hot minute ago, yeah.
I hate it. I just see Spider-Man in Glee. That's dumb talk about shoehorning in. Yeah, it's very shoehorned in. I'm still... Well, listen, I was never too high on Venom. I know a lot of people like it more than I do.
Right.
The first one. Venom can do it, put his back into it. Venom 3 power bottom. Crazy. You guys are crazy.
Oh, shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is what they do. This is definitely, it's for the crowd of the people who make movies and are part of the entertainment industry and media, and for all of them to be in their own circle. I don't really see why. One, you can make the argument a rave is very stereotypical of a LGBTQ thing.
Right.
And on top of it, speaking of which, you guys see those fucking what was it, Uber Eats commercials where they got Lil Nas X and Elton John?
Oh man, dude, I seen that bullshit.
And I'm thinking, firstly, isn't that kind of weird? Like you gonna put the two gay motherfuckers together? That's kind of
and one's on the unicorn.
Yep.
And the other one's on this rocket.
Yeah, and then they make a mayonnaise joke. I'm like, are y'all celebrating them or making fun of them? What is going on? So that they have a tendency to do that. Like any group they quote unquote are championing or they're allies of, they're almost disrespectful and they're slighting in what they do. But man, listen, this does make me a little, because Venom was something like, I saw the first one. I'll check this out. And I might still check it out, right? Oh boy, didn't this guy get infected the alien without his consent? Yeah, his body, his choice. Me too. Believe all humans. But yeah. Zach Elton John is gay. I'm sorry to break your heart. But yeah, it's
she said, why would he be in love with it?
Why would he be in love with it? Stockholm syndrome, I guess.
Wow.
You would think it become a mutual assistance on necessity, yeah. Code Hera, gay man riding unicorn, no more insulting than a Chinese man riding a dragon. I guess you're right. So yeah.
Boy.
Any more
chat
thoughts?
Is killing it.
Yeah, the chat. You guys are cooking. You guys are cooking with grease.
Yeah, man. Oh man, this is
Go ahead.
Actually, I think I'm shit. We just have to wait and see what this movie's about, man. We'll check it out and back to it, man. It's just fucked up because, to be honest with you, man, this is look. I'm not. It's kind of like one of those things that when somebody says, "Yo, I'm gonna do something," why would you put it past them that they wouldn't? It's one of those things like he's a director. He filmed this. and this is what he got to say about it. Yeah, he could be, he could be stretching a few things, but if it's coming out of his mouth and he's the one responsible for it, I would take him at face value at this point, man. It's like, he could, it could be a fluff of shit, but he's a director. Why would I sit there and be like, yo, you're lying? You directed the movie, but you just, I mean,
you're just saying it to say it.
Right. It's just, fuck you. You had enough to tell us that. Hell, it must be true, man. All right, man. Eddie's a symbiote. Curious. It's TMI. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, boy, I tell you what, if y'all feel like this, just imagine how y'all gonna feel about with this Kevin Bacon stuff.
Yeah, I want to get into that story.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay,
hey.
Yeah. So this was just as, to me, wacky. Kevin Bacon, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon is back for listen to this, a summer camp with Blumhouse gay conversion horror movie. Now Blumhouse as a company is kind of cooking with grease because they kind of got the horror game on lock. Didn't they do Quiet Place? Isn't that them?
Yeah, they did the Blumhouse, man. They done a lot of shit, man. Matter of fact,
stuff for a long time,
and what it is, and what it is with Blumhouse is actually for the last few years they've been hitting it big. What it is when they direct their movie, when they do their movies, the budget for it is very low.
Yep.
But the product is so good that if fucking dude, they get the money back tenfold, bro. Like it's like, of course it's not. These are not $1 billion movies, but their budget is not 200,000 or 300,000.
Yeah, they what they're doing in Hollywood, they're kind of like, to me, that as a company, we'll get into this crazy premise of one of their movies, but as a company, if you're just talking about the business side of it, they're the hope for an independent movie industry starting. You know what I mean? Because they can get movies done for a very for a film reasonable budget and profit, extraordinarily without necessarily needing to spend 200 million to make $1 billion. They can spend 5 million and make 100 million. So they're going to try that again with Kevin Bacon, big star, from the past. A gay conversion horror movie. This, you know what, though? It could be, like, I don't see, what I wish, man? I wish a lot of this stuff was happening kind of with some of that 2000s. Like, in the 2000s, there was, like, an edge thing, and you could say funny shit and offensive shit. And, like, you could make this a really funny thing if you wanted to. And you wouldn't have to make it disparaging towards any group to make it. Because I like, even as a straight guy, the idea of converting somebody that's gay seems crazy. Like, it's like somebody's gay, they're gay. So, like, you can make fun of this and have a funny horror movie. And maybe that's what they do, but I just don't see that happening. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's no gay aliens, Lizzington girl, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! Hey, she's awesome. You're
erotica go somewhere else.
Oh shit! Halloween is my favorite movie. Blumhouse is trash. If they ruin another oh boy.
Oh yeah, they do got the Halloween next couple. What's it called? Halloween something?
Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit went. It went to the theater and.
Oh, it already dropped.
Yeah, it went to theater and Peacock at the same day. So it was the same day release. It went to Halloween Kills went to Peacock, man.
That's a failure.
It went to Peacock.
Peacock is not even big. Like, I mean, the only people who know about Peacock is like wrestling fans because they bought the WWE's license or whatever, the network. I didn't know Halloween Kills was out. I thought it was coming out like soon. Like,
oh yeah, so if you got a Peacock subscription, Halloween, here you go. There you go, right there, man. Yeah, you can watch Halloween Kills right now.
$3.99. Wow, man, that day and date. That I still can't believe they're still doing it. I thought they would have stopped now. I thought they would have put up with some of these movies now because people, say what you will about fucking Shang-Chi, is close to 350, 400 million. So they, it ended up making a little bit of money. I'm not sure if it's profitable, but it already made more than Black Widow quietly. It just passed Black Widow. So there are people who are want to see movies. I feel like movie season is kind of starting late. I think a lot of people want to see Venom. I think a lot of people are going to want to see. I don't know if it's going to make money, but a lot of people are still going to want to see James Bond. Believe it or not, I say people, I mean normies. So I think you're going to get people to come out to see a lot of these things. So I mean, Halloween Kills being day and date, I think they surely lost money because I didn't even know, and I don't know what they're doing with marketing because I didn't know it was out at all.
Yeah, it's I mean, you still got Ghostbusters coming too, man.
Oh, is Ghostbusters this year or did that get pushed back?
No, it didn't get pushed back. It's still coming.
Okay. But let's get into this story. And guys talking about Peacock and Blumhouse. They got a formula. I would love to see some genre studio with a similar formula. That would be interesting. But in any event, Kevin Bacon returns to summer camp with Blumhouse gay conversion horror movie. When a prolific performer who would later become the 6th degree connective tissue of all of Hollywood, first made a name for himself wasn't this role in Animal House, but a little slasher no one in the cast thought anyone would see, called Friday the 13th. Now Bacon is headed back to summer camp, and this time he'll come face to face with a horror truly worse than any mass killer: gay conversion therapy. Wowzers. Deadline reports that Kevin Bacon is joining the Untitled Horror Project from Blumhouse, not only as a performer but as an executive producer.
Oh shit!
And this followed the announcement that Bacon will be joining his wife of Closer fame, which was a really good show, Kira Sedgwick. This is their second directorial feature. Oh no! Oh, this is a different thing. Second directorial feature, Space Oddity, and will be seen in the upcoming films One Way in a highly anticipated remake of The Toxic Avenger. So this is just a bunch of stuff. It's not just this weird movie that we were talking about. He starred in the Blumhouse production psychological horror You Should Have Left. And you guys remember Hollow Man? Hollow Man was cool back in the day.
Oh yeah, actually, Hollow Man. Yeah, actually, did you see number 2?
Sequel? I did not see number 2.
Yeah, and that was with, if I'm not mistaken, that was with Rob Lowe.
Really?
Yeah, actually, look it up, man. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, because the first one was with Kevin Bacon. The second one, and I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's with Rob Lowe, man.
Oh man, I didn't know they did that. And I love how Instagram remembers Kevin Bacon's junk. That's dope.
Was in Friday the 13th. Oh yeah, that's right. Got that package. We need Jason Voorhees now more than ever. You know, actually, I'm glad you said that. That whole the reason why we haven't gotten anything Friday the 13th for a long time. You remember they had that game, and they put out that Friday the 13th game a few years ago, and they were going to do a bunch of updates and a bunch of other shit, and they couldn't even do that. And what happened was they were in court for Friday the 13th, the ownership of the franchise. And if I'm not mistaken, it's actually coming to a head right now. So basically, they're wrapping it up, and what's going to happen next is what's going to happen. It's like they've been fighting for it for years, and now it's finally going to be finished. So hopefully things will work out, and people can get some Jason once again, man.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Like a lot of properties are in legal issues nowadays.
Right.
Even fucking Marvel. But all right, let's get back into the article. What it said. What do we know about the movie? What do we know?
Oh, did you find out number 2 was with Rob Lowe?
Oh, I didn't even look.
Oh, okay, all right. Now we'll look it up here in a minute, man. That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Real quick, let me just look it up. Hollow Man 2.
Yeah, Hollow Man 2. Yeah.
It looks like he's got Christian Slater.
Oh, it's Christian Slater?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it was one of the, I knew it was something old school motherfucker. Yeah, okay, all right. Christian Slater.
Like Christian Slater.
Well, I guess,
Probably.
man. Fuck.
All right. So as far as this gay conversion horror movie, Blumhouse Untitled Project is promoted as an empowerment feature. Gee, like, what is a horror movie franchise, horror movie production, horror movie company even doing messing with this sort of thing? Like, you know what I mean? That's just this doesn't fit. This doesn't fit at all. Okay, let me read it and then I'll react. I'm sorry about that. It has firmly described as a horror project from the scary movie Juggernaut. There's no word on what Bacon's role will be on the film, but the project announced Theo Germain, the politician, as the lead. So there's a definite possibility that Bacon may be a villain of some form. Germain is also known for their work. I'm assuming they, them is their pronouns. I don't know. Or maybe that was just their. Okay. I just thought that was his work. Whatever. A work in progress and rhymes Ernst Adam. Conversion therapy for those of marginalized sexual orientation, as the phrase the slash films used. I don't like calling people marginalized based upon things because I just think that's disrespectful to people in their pride. Gender identity and gender expression is currently legal in some form in 30 states. Last few years, I've seen a spike of films focus on the barbaric and inhumane post of conversion therapy with narratives like The Miseducation of Cameron Post, Boy Erased, or the Netflix documentary Pray Away,
Wow.
also co-produced by Blumhouse. So he's actually already done something in
Right.
this vein. And again, like I said, as a straight man, I don't believe in this stuff. I don't think you can just. I think it's kind of fucked up. And I don't know anything about these camps, but I don't believe you can just force somebody into anything.
Yeah, actually, there's been,
I know
like
they've
this
been around
is
forever.
right, and it's like you basically, you find that your kid has a tendency or whatever, you put him with some, him or her with some people, and now the methods that they use,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I mean, they'll sit there and they'll beat your ass, they'll do all kinds of shit, man, make you wish you never even said anything, and they'll sit there and ask you questions. You say the wrong question, they'll slap the fuck out of you and then beat the shit out of you to try. They'll find ways to make you want to change your mind. That you think about some shit other than what you're supposed to think about, you'll get fucked up, and they don't
crazy.
care, man. Yeah, it's bad, bro.
Yeah, that's
matter of fact, it was
that's
someone told me like yesterday, man, that this family had signed their daughter over all the rights and everything. Hey, sign on the dotted line. Like do whatever it takes. Any extremes necessary. Do whatever we have to do. Do whatever you have to do in order to change her mind. They went to go pick up her daughter. Luckily, they did at the time they did because she was damn near dead. Because they sat there and they didn't know that when they were signing their daughter over to these people, the extremes that these people would go to in order to try to beat your kids right. So yeah, they fucked that little girl up, man. They had to go ahead and pull that girl out of there, man, before she died, man.
So that's fucked up.
And the parents gave them people the rights to do it, but they didn't know how far it was gonna go. So there's a lot of shit like that out there, man.
This world is crazy. It's fucked up. So we will see. I mean, we'll see. I'm sure a lot of that stuff will probably be in this movie, especially if it's going from a horror angle. What else is I guess the project was formerly known as Whistler Camp, will be directed by a 3-time Oscar nominee, John Logan, Hugo, Gladiator, and Aviator in his feature debut. So this is his first directorial debut. He's also responsible for the film's screenplay. Jason Blum and Michael Aguilar are producing with Scott Turner, Schofield joining Bacon as the executive producer. Ryan Turek is overseeing the film for Blumhouse, and that's it looks like that's that as far as this article. So, I mean, at first I was saying, what is somebody like Jason Blum and Blumhouse doing in this world? It doesn't really fit. I still kind of feel that way, right. But it looks like he's already been doing stuff It looks like he was involved with some of the documentaries on this sort of stuff. So this is already probably a subject that interests him. It might, you know what? As much as we talk, this is a more authentic. This is not. They didn't make Jason Todd LGBTQ to tell this story. They didn't make a character that was already established LGBTQ to tell this story. As you said, there is a lot of genuinely fucked up stuff with this, and yeah, he co-produced a documentary on Netflix called Pray Away. So this is something. If you're going to do stories in a genre format, granted this is horror, not necessarily the normal genre that we talk about. If you're going to do stories about certain groups, and you want to try to show different angles of different groups, this is actually the way to do it. It's much better doing it this way than going into a franchise that's already established, going into He-Man, going into Last of Us, going into all the other franchise, Star Wars, and then just doing this half-assed.
Yeah, making up some shit. Yeah,
making shit up. Where doing what they did with the Wonder Years. They say, you know what, we're gonna come up with our own shit. We're gonna get Kevin Bacon. He already has experience with the documentaries. We're going to use some of the real stuff that happens. You just told a story about some of the shit that happens,
right?
So you can add that in. So yeah, it's whoa, isn't it, girl? I hadn't been reading the chat because I've been reading the article. Oh, you're talking about Footloose with the Prime Professional. She did kill most of them. Some survived. She just stabbed them through. I thought his mom killed most of them. What's the reference? What movie is this? Okay, but yeah, I'm not sure. I guess it might still be a thing, Islington Girl. So if you're going to do stories about groups, if you really want to make a story, in which you're trying to get people sympathetic to some of the struggles that LGBTQ have faced, I would say this is, and do it in a different genre outside of a documentary and something, in this case, a horror. This is the way to do it. They didn't take Michael Myers and make him gay. They didn't take Jason and make him gay, Freddy Krueger and make him gay. They said we're going to start our own thing. I gotta kind of give him credit for it, and I'm not going to sound interested because I'm not a horror guy, but I got to give him more credit than most. I gotta give, because this is their thing. This is not taking something else. And Islington Girl just blew that shit up for $3. Dope.
Yo,
thank you, Islington Girl.
Yeah, thank you, Islington Girl. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And actually, you've been very active in the chat, and it's good to see the chat alive like this, man. I got a big ass smile on my face, man. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you for looking out for your boy, looking out for Vigilante the way y'all do, man. I'll be in the chat, so sometimes I'll be lurking, just watching you, watching you on Saturdays and different things like that. And everybody's in the chats, looking out for you, man. I appreciate y'all looking out for Vigilante as well, man, because he's a great guy and you guys are awesome. So I'm thankful for all y'all. Thank you, man. Thank y'all.
You guys are real awesome. You guys are really awesome,
man. Yeah, I'm stoked, man. This is some good shit, man. Yeah, it's what's Colder said, what struggles being LGBTQ as a protected class, and they get more privileges than I'll ever know. It's funny. It's just it's parents, man. It's parental.
Parents, yeah.
It's just people having that authority over you, man, and just fucking putting you somewhere just because you have your own ideas and your own thoughts and how you want to live your life, and they're just telling you like, yo, you fucking wrong for that shit. So we're gonna get you with this psychiatrist and all these fucking people in these white jackets, and if you don't act right, they'll beat the fuck out. They'll shock you, beat the fuck out of you. Do all kinds of shit to you, that unpleasant things, and try to see what they can do to get, to basically get your life right. So in their terms. Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
And that protected class thing is like, there's no,
the
only real, like protected, don't ever think, oh, this protected class is more privileged because I saw these articles showing these specific individuals like Vita Ayala or something. I don't know why I'm just talking about
right.
I'm sorry, Vita Ayala. You ain't do shit to me. You ain't did shit to me. I shouldn't even brought your name up. But whatever, whatever, what's the chick? The acolyte. I can't think of her name. Leslie Headland.
Yeah, Leslie Headland. Yeah.
Oh man. Or you see the Flash, he's allowed to choke a bitch because he's LGBT.
Oh yeah, you talking about Ezra Miller? Yeah.
Ezra Miller, and you might look at that and think, "Oh man, they're privileged," but it's like those are the exceptions, man. The average person is the average person, regardless of their
Right.
gender and all that other stuff. Because it's just we just all how strong. Technically, black people will protect the class. I ain't seen no protection for no reason on no level, nothing. There ain't no one came to my door and handed me a card and said, "Here." I guess they may be doing something like that in Oakland. I ain't political genius, but like no one said, "Hey, here you go, man. Just a step up. Just here's some extra money just because I still gotta
Man,
work like everybody else."
Codera said it works. LGBTQ gets promoted faster due to diversity quotas. And thank you to Islington girl. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's I mean, it's fuck, man.
I mean, sometimes
so actually, the horror in what these people do at those facilities is basically what they're stemming this whole horror movie on and shit. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be something worth checking out. I just thought it see what it is. The reason why I even put it in the DMs was just to show how
widespread it is.
Well, what it is how they'll turn a horror movie into something that's actually happening right now in America with with people that got enough money to put their kids into some shit like that. Because this is not cheap. Like, this ain't no $500.
You're right, yeah.
Because these people they sign their kids over. These people they eat there, sleep there, they wake up, they go to school, they learn, they get their ass whooped, whatever fuck they're gonna learn from that place. It all goes down. They don't get to leave nowhere. They don't get to do shit. They're locked up like if they're in prison, and all this shit happens to them. So it's ill to see how they turn people's misfortunes or actually it's worse than a misfortune. It's just because you feel some way about somebody and people disagree with how you should be feeling, you get locked up somewhere and get your ass whooped and get treated like whatever, and then they'll starve those people, like they don't feed them, they do all kinds of shit because basically these people they run your world, man. So if you don't do they say, you don't act right, you won't eat, they'll beat the shit out of you and everything else. Yeah, I could see that be, but it's just crazy how that is happening. They say you can do that in 30 states here in America. So there's 30 states out of the 50 that are allowing this kind of thing to happen, where the parents have that much control over their kids and could sign them into a fucking institution like this. So for them to turn around and turn it into a horror movie, I was like what kind of shit is like that's. I don't know. It just feels wrong because it's wrong altogether, and just the fact that it's being turned into a movie.
Exploitive.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's exploit. It's like,
yeah, there you go, man.
Y'all trying to profit off of the situation. Y'all
right,
and maybe in their head they think they're giving more attention to it.
That could be true, man. But
I didn't know. I heard these things. I didn't know they were still going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can look it up right now. 30 states still allow that kind of shit to happen right now.
I'm like, how is that supposed to work? I just don't see how it could ever work. And hell, Baron Tag.
Yeah. Baron Tag. What's up, my brother? What's good, man? Hey there, Brother Fusion and Vigilante, listening to you on my way home. Yeah, man. Baron's awesome, man. Actually, man, we should get a chance to holler at him sometime, man, whenever time permits, man. He's a good dude, man. Yeah, very knowledgeable too, man. On all kind of shit. It'll blow you away, man.
Oh man, you saying that because you're pretty knowledgeable yourself.
Yeah, I mean, he's he's into a lot of shit, man. He's a very smart dude, man. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you, man. Going behind on the vid, but you guys are awesome. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all's input. Keep on rocking, fellas. Oh man, thank you, Goma.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all input. Y'all killing it in the chat.
Yeah, man, for real, man. You guys are awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
Man, let me ask you. You see what was going on with Aquaman or Spawn?
What do you mean with Aquaman and Spawn? What was
oh man, dude, it's on top of it's on top of the Venom. Like when you look on top of the Venom article. Then you see Spawn, and then you see Aquaman. What's going on with Spawn is that basically they're making a movie right now, and Todd McFarlane basically embraced woke culture that happened in the new Spawn. So basically, yeah, that's the reason why I threw it in there, man. It just popped today, man. So when you look at it, basically all the shit that's woke, Todd is like, well, fuck it. Basically, since Spawn is black, he wants a black director to come in and all this. It's like, oh, come on, dude. Like, who gave a fuck? You know, I don't know. It's just on some whack shit, man. Going with Kyle saying nonsense. Spawn's gay now. Nah.
Don't
Spawn's
give him any ideas.
Yeah, for real.
Don't give him any ideas. So, like, listen, you can get a black director, but don't get him just because he's black. Get him because he has a vision for Spawn.
Well, it's because he wants the black perspective in there. So basically,
all right, cool. Hire Eric July.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if y'all gonna do that, y'all would never do that. He's a certified comic fan. I don't know if he's in the Spawn. I know he's mainly big too. But like, if you want somebody, hire somebody like that. Hire somebody who's going to
so basically like the way they're doing with Black Superman with Ta-Nehisi Coates. You know, got to get the black director, got to get the black this and all of that and all that bullshit. They're basically doing Spawn like that, man. And like I say, if you want to, it's just sad, man, because people been waiting for a Spawn movie. And this the way
years for one.
Yeah, man. And now this the way he's gonna go, man. So I thought that was interesting. And then so we have that. Then we have the Aquaman movie. Now there's a villain called Shark, right? And with Aquaman, and it's not King Shark like you saw on the Suicide Squad. It's a dude named Shark. It's always been a man or whatever. But what's gonna happen is this shark. It's a enemy of Green Lantern. But there's this shark person, since this Joker swims in the water, I guess it's going to be in this Aquaman movie, but it's going to be played by a trans woman.
Okay.
So that changes the game up altogether. So basically, you don't know what Shark is going to be one way or the other, man. It's kind of fucked, man.
Okay, so here's the
that's that's what's going on with Spawn. Then we got Shatner going into space, man. So I don't know if you heard about that, but he's going to be the oldest man. Not. Yeah, William Shatner is going with Jeff Bezos into space, and that's on top of Aquaman in the DM. Yeah, that's so basically he's going to be the oldest man to ever go into space at 90 years old.
I hope he can make it, and I hope nothing happens with one of these.
Well, that's what everybody. I've heard quite a few people say, "Hey, man, just the G forces and all that, it might kill him, dude."
Yeah, that's wild. Because even going through the training, like the G forces he might break his neck or something like that. Because you know what I mean, your joints and stuff,
right?
Or hurt, slip something because your body can't even. Man, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yeah. It's people trying to figure out what the fuck, man. But Shatner wants to go into space, man. So that's the article that was on top of Aquaman's when you look at the DM. So it's but yeah, you can hopefully this is actually a little short, so you can see what's going on with Aquaman when you read that. That's fuck, man.
All right, man. So yeah, let me just read. It says Aquaman 2 casting reveals of Green Lantern villain and appearing in Jason Momoa sequel. In the sequel to Warner Brothers' big hit in their DCEU, Aquaman and Lost Kingdom will be about the Lost Nation. Briefly mentioned Aquaman by Patrick Wilson's Ocean Master. Alongside Wilson, other actors confirmed to return are Yaya.
Yeah, that's the guy that played. That's the guy that played he's playing Morpheus in the new Matrix movie, and he's also the guy that played Black Manta in the first Aquaman movie.
Okay.
Oh, and he's also the new Candyman in the fucking Candyman movie. He's the black dude. That's
I see him. So they're pushing him right now.
Right.
Thus far, the only new cast member to be announced was Pilu Asbake for an undisclosed role. With cameras rolling for the Aquaman sequel, more announcements about the cast were expected to come. Not only will another actor from the original movie be returning, but 3 have just joined, with one of them playing a villain from the originating the Green Lantern of all places. The Hollywood Reporter revealed that not only will Randall Park be returning as Dr. Stephen Shin in Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, but 3 additional characters being added. Yanni Zha was cast as a character only known as Stingray. The outlet cannot determine if this was a villainous role, but the character is original to the film, so they made her an original character. India Moore will play the DC villain Karshan, also simply known as the Shark. Initially and primarily a Green Lantern villain, introduced in 1963's Green Lantern number 24. It was a regular tiger shark hit by radiation, which fast-tracked his evolution millions of years into a telepathic, anthropomorphic tiger shark. And finally, Vincent Reagan will replace Graham McTavish as the ruler at Atlantis, seen briefly in Aquaman, who caused the city to sink in the sea. And so is India Moore, is that person trans? Is that what was going on?
Right, yeah, the one that's playing the shark. So if you look up who that person is, like, just then
Okay, so this is India Moore. And this is Moore, no pun intended. So this individual is a trans individual?
it'll tell you.
Oh, it says they are known in the Wikipedia. Yeah. So okay.
Oh, don't say anything about it. Yeah.
It says assigned male at birth.
Well.
But everything is about them. The they, their pronouns. Yep, is a transgender and non-binary. Okay.
So and that's the thing, when the character has never been like that in the comic books for the last 60, mid 60s, early 60s. So basically, in almost 60 years, and then now all of a sudden with this movie,
I wasn't gonna see Aquaman 2 anyway, because I mean, similar to Venom, I wasn't really too big in Aquaman.
I love Aquaman, but Jason Momoa came out with an article today talking about how Aquaman 2 is going to be more comedic. And I said, you know what? If that's like, look, fuck that, man. I'm done. So
it's not the direction I wanted.
Yeah, I don't need. You don't need to be funnier. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're trying to go for, but what's the point after the fucking battle that they had at the end of number 1? How the fuck can you try to make this movie more funnier? What in the side of you're trying to basically bring Atlantis back, back into the fold of things as the lost continent. Basically, that's the whole thing about Atlantis. And then now this thing's turning into a comedy for some reason. Like, we don't need nothing that's more funny. I mean, he should have learned from Joss Whedon's Justice League how they done took that shit and try to make it funny with all the little jokes and the bullshit in it when it was supposed to have been a serious movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for either. Like I said, wasn't too interested, but this definitely doesn't. I mean, I don't really care about them making a character trans. It looks like that they kind of underplaying it, so to speak. And yeah, right. It does say around here, non-binary actress, Shark. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Comes out next year, end of the year, December 16th, 2022 is the current date.
Yeah, so for Christmas next year, surprise.
Yeah, and this is disheartening. It's getting kind of late, so I'm gonna have to leave after this one.
Yeah, actually, we could shut it down after this, man.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Todd McFarlane, Spawn, Grayson's Hollywood wokeness. I had heard rumors months, maybe even last year, that BLM was a hold up for the Spawn movie. Like they wanted to incorporate that. So I had heard that,
Oh,
but
right. Looks like they probably got their way, man.
I didn't know that Todd McFarlane was co-signing. I just thought it was just like execs in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Right. But the fact that he's co-signing it before getting into the article, that's very disappointing. Like Spawn is probably not only is Spawn one of the most successful black characters in comics, he's one of the most current going, one of the most successful characters overall. And it's like my biggest problem with all of this race baiting shit and all this whatever it is, you are always undercutting the accomplishments of something to whatever group, in this case black people. So this character has been wildly popular for 30 years, and you're just undercutting that as if he's oppressed and he needs a boost. He should have had a movie. He should have already had a whole series. They really should have rebooted this 10 15 years ago, but they didn't. So like this is a character that all you have to do is stay true to it. You don't have to do nothing else. It's already an interesting premise. It's already a proven premise because it was wildly popular in the 90s, that HBO series. The movie, okay, I think the movie just technologically it was so hard to do that movie in 97. That had a lot to do with it. And John Leguizamo was okay.
Actually he was you couldn't even tell it was him.
Yeah, I liked him. A lot of people have said, "Oh, they didn't like him."
He was fucking funny as shit. Yeah, it was awesome, man. I got the director's cut to that movie. Plus, I have the HBO series.
Dope.
Yeah, it was the HBO animated series. I got all three of them. They sold them 3 parts of it separately. I got all of it.
Mm-hmm. So you gonna mess with his origin? I mean, his whole origin comes from being a military killer, where he's killing people, but he's doing it for his country. He's not trying to be a bad, he's just doing his job.
Right.
Basically. And so what now he was killed by the police, and that was I haven't read it, but this is like why not why fuck it up?
Right. The one thing I never understood is when I was hearing about what was going on with this story was that, for as far as I remember, and I got Spawn #1 sitting here next to me. It's it was never an issue of his color.
Yeah,
like him being a black dude, it didn't matter with what was going on with him being Spawn and all the shit that he had to go through. Turning into King Spawn and all that other shit. Him being black was never an issue. So what the fuck's going on? Like, why is this an issue now, man? Is it because of because of the time where him being black was it was nothing in 30 years, but for the element that we're in and them making this movie, fucking Todd McFarlane feels this way, and now we get in an oppressed Spawn.
He shouldn't even be oppressed. He's the type of character that, like, you wouldn't oppress Batman. You know what I mean? Like, you don't oppress him. He doesn't get that. Doesn't happen to him, even in his human form. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even before he turns into Spawn, he's a badass. So you don't want. He's not. That's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, you oppress, you're marginalized. Stop trying to make people look weak. As a man, you never want to. I'm oppressed. Get the fuck out of here. You're not over me. Are you crazy?
Relevant today in terms of social content. Yeah, it's crazy. Damn. Kyle says, hey, Jimmy Lee Curtis said in the new movie, they have protesters based on black BLM. She said Michael Myers is a Trump. I heard about that, man. I heard about how she, how they politicized this new Halloween movie. So, yeah, man. The new Halloween movie that we've been talking about is full of all kinds of shit like that, man. It's fucked up, man. Like, yeah, they actually
do in 3 years when they don't got Trump to go, because they still complain about Trump.
Right.
Trump. Even in the thing, in a little article, I got Trump. What is Disney made Trump look awful and all? Trump. So, like, what are they gonna do when you can't use Trump as an excuse anymore? When you can't just, what are you gonna do then? Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's funny, man. I mean, I guess I don't know, man. Caldera says 24. We get V-Dub of Pulpit. He's spitting fire. Yeah, I know, man. He's killing it, man. Yeah. It's crazy. I just don't think I think he's to the point where, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about this earlier. When it comes to them, like Todd McFarlane and McFarlane and all the people like him, they all look at themselves, even like the SJWs, all of them. They all look at themselves like if they're on the side of right and we're the ones in the wrong. Like we're both like this. We're the two sides of the same coin. And it's fucked up, man. I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, dude, and this is exactly what we talk about, what we read every day is, and I bet you like the shit that they read is just as bad when it's in reference to, what's going on this side of the internet, with the shit that we enjoy. They're looking at it like, hey, this thing has been ruined. Women have not been have always been not welcomed in these part of the woods, and black people have been treated like this and blah blah blah. So now that they're getting their hands on so much shit, we starting to see the influence, man. And it's like, dude, now we got Spawn like this. We're getting Venom the way he is. I mean, damn, dude, like fuck Tim Drake and Superman and just fuck. It's like, it's tough, man.
Is that they're the ones actually being more stereotypical towards whatever group, you know what I mean? Like I said, they had to put Lil Nas X and Elton John together and make gay jokes and all the other stuff. It's like, well, okay, are y'all trying to be funny towards them? Are y'all making fun of them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to make, Spawn was oppressed. He's been this badass, near Superman level, unfuckwittable character for 30 years, and now he's got to be weakened and be oppressed. Fuck all that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like they always. In my head, and this has been one of the main reasons I started the channel. In my head, every group that they are championing and they're adding into this, they truly hate. Rather it's women, rather it's different nationalities, different races, different genders, sexualities, whatever you want to say. It comes from their own discriminatory beliefs about those groups. They they can't show a feminine woman ever again. She has to be masculine. She has to look like Abby Smash, as you say, Abby Smash. The Notification got to look muscular. They can never show a feminine woman ever again. If they do, that's unrealistic. No, it's not. But that's how it is. They'll never show anytime, and I say it's all the time. Anytime they show they race swap a character, they tend to gender or sexuality swap them as well, and make them always black and gay. They're always trying to emasculate black men and hate the phrase people of color, but they're always trying to emasculate men. Especially when it comes to black men. So it's like, do y'all really respect these groups? Do y'all really like these groups? Are y'all really going to make? Because if you respected black men and you were making a Spawn movie, being true to the character would be all the respect you need to show. You wouldn't have to do nothing extra. You wouldn't have to do anything. You could, if you because it is a big story, you can have it tangentially, like, I don't know, but it's like even then. Like, is that all you think of us? We're just somebody to get killed for you to protest on? Right. Is that all we are to you? You know what I mean? So that's my thought on it. I guess I should probably shut up. I know I'm ranting and rambling.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's it's if you just look, like, we don't even got to go through the whole article, but I think if you just skim through it, I know we're about to shut it down here in a minute, but if you skim through it, you can see where he says, hey, what I want to do is bring in this kind of director and blah blah blah, and he puts how it should be a black voice to like, what the fuck, what are you talking about, man? It's like I said, if you skim through what he said, you'll pick up the little lines.
So one thing is almost in defense. He says, well, it wasn't just my decision. A handful of other people working on it that we haven't announced yet. I wonder if the people came to him and said, look, man, you having a lot of success. I'm sure you want to keep that going. It'd be a shame if we called you racist.
Yeah,
you're a white
because
creator.
it's once actually because I heard about that little part and it sounds like he was saying like, yo, it's not just me, but it sounds like basically he was overpowered, man.
Yep. And
That's
he's
what it
just
sounds like yeah, it's like basically they told him like, yo, you either conform or we fucking take you down, and he got scared and he's like, well, now we got to make Spawn the way they want me to make Spawn.
Yep. That's what I really think happened. And
Scared
that's
to
a
be
shame. Yeah. He even says it. We are ideally looking for someone who could bring a voice to the character on 2 levels. I'm just a white Canadian kid. I haven't lived the life of a man in America with dark skin. As somebody who went to Canada a bunch of times, you guys are just people. I've been to Canada. I've been to Wheels End as a kid. It's cool. You shouldn't be looking at yourself as like, oh, it's so different. Whatever, man. Even though I know a lot of Canadians look at Detroit like it was just like Beirut or something, but then they would come. That's a totally different tangent in and of itself. We thought it was important to get the perspective of somebody with that perspective coming in, adding a slightly different bent for what you and I, as comic book readers, already know Spawn is about. I don't understand why. I don't understand why.
God, we just want to see Spawn on the big screen. Why does he need somebody to come in to change the fundamentals of Spawn so that Spawn could be showed off to us? So why? So we can accept Spawn more?
Yeah.
I
don't know
don't.
how many black fans of Spawn already exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
man.
have existed for 30 years.
But nobody gave a fuck that he was black.
No, he was just a cool character.
Exactly. Oh, this is bullshit, man. That's and so a lot of people are disappointed. Like, hey, man, looks like there goes Spawn.
And real quick, I want to see how old this article is. This is recent. Oh, this is from a while ago, but it's still kind of relevant. Michael Jai White is not confident in Todd McFarlane's reboot. This is from end of last year, actually, December 31st of last year. So, but I mean, all of those details were already starting to come out. So It's interesting. Remember, they want a different voice. They want a different perspective. Yet the black man who starred in the original movie, who a lot of people, because he's in incredible shape, he's a genetic freak,
dude,
still would love to have back. You know what I mean?
Dude, and he's built. He's probably more flexible and can do like real fight scenes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to sit there and fucking. Hey, can we train you in martial arts for a little bit so we can see? He don't,
no,
dude.
He's a martial artist, a trained martial artist. And so a lot of people would like to see him back. And he's a black man, but he's not confident in it. And like I said, even though this article about Michael Jai White's, his trepidations, they're 9 months old or 9, almost 10 months old. All those details about this wokeness had already started. There was already rumors that they wanted more BLM slant. And this is cool with all the different characters.
He probably saw the writing on the wall a long time ago.
Yep. And he said, I don't want any part of this. But his perspective doesn't count. That's why I said they would never hire Young Ripper. It's like, okay, y'all say y'all want a black man perspective, but the black man told you, he probably said, Todd, I really appreciate everything you did for my career. I don't really think this is a good look. Right. So when he told you that, you didn't try to run off of that and say, hey, powers that be, I don't know that, people are really going to rock with this. They're going to do this. They're going to do this Black Superman. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. Right. A lot of shit is going to bomb. I think Wakanda Forever, the new Black Panther, whenever it comes out, that'll be successful just off the strength of Chadwick Boseman and all that. All these other attempts, I don't really think are going to be that successful. I think 2 different Black Supermans. I don't really know that either. Superman is a character that needs repair in and of itself. But I mean,
I know, man.
And I know I'm rambling. I'm gonna shut up and let you talk real quick. I got one more point. When we were talking about the No Time to Die last week, and I don't know if it was here or if it was on Coach Crime Fires. But Lashana Lynch and a lot of these people just think you're going to show up. She literally said people would show up to see a 2-year-old James Bond, right?
Yeah, I watched that when you and Matt was. I watched that when you and Matt were talking about it. I watched that whole episode. Yeah,
all my technical issues, but so that's why they do this. They still to this day still to this moment think, well, they're just gonna show up, right? I mean,
Right.
of course they'll show up.
You know, and that's what it is. They're banking too much on what they think. You know, like it's like basically they think they know their consumer to the point where we can make this motherfucker a 2-year-old and you guys will come and watch us.
Yep, that's exactly what they think.
My man, Open Airlock Policy. What's up, man? What's good, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, he was in the paper the other day, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
I hope it was a good thing. Not a bad
yeah, it was
thing.
good, man. It was good.
Cool, man. Congrats.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's just crazy how, now when you thought that Spawn can just come out and they can make a movie and let Spawn be Spawn, now he's fueled by probably BLM and a bunch of other shit. So fuck it, man. It'll be just a Spawn movie that I'll be missing, man. And that's the thing. It's like I don't want to I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm just gonna say it, and we'll go ahead and bounce, man. But the thing is, it's of course, when we come on and we talk, we do the Primetime Kings. We talk about different things, and a lot of stuff is uplifting. Other things are just kind of putting our eyes on stuff that normally folks don't talk about or get a chance to come across. And the one thing I notice is, as much as I try to be open and fair and try to show new shit, the thing is, there's a lot of stuff out there that is real disappointing, and it's the things that we want to see, but in order for us to watch this, we're gonna have to basically get on their level. And the thing is, we're better than that. And not to say that we're better, like we're like our shit don't stink. Nah, what it is, it's we love pure pop culture. We like things the way they are, and things change and things have to change from time to time. But this kind of change is a change that nobody wants, nobody's asking for. I mean, dude, we're about to watch fucking Venom go fuck himself. I mean, it's like, dude, what are we? What are we doing with ourselves at this point? And what are we watching? And what kind of stuff are people trying to present to us and think that is entertainment and that we should be thankful and should gobble it up like if we're like if it's like it's the next best thing. And that's not the case anymore, man. It's like we're getting tired, and of course some of this stuff we talk about it to bring it to light. Other things we show it to kind of make fun of a little bit, but it's just the fact that these folks have the audacity to say, hey, this is what we're going to do to Spawn. This is what we're going to do to Venom. This is what we're going to do to this and to that. And here you go. And they're putting it on the silver platter, and they're just waiting for James Bond to come out. They're waiting for Aquaman to come out. They're waiting for all the shit to come out. And it's like, dude, what are we actually going to get? And it's going to be amazing to see what we're going to actually get in the theaters, knowing how bad we've heard a lot of this shit be on basically on paper, man. So, we don't mean to be bringing this up, but we just want to let you guys know, like, hey, man, we love Spawn. We all love Spawn. We love Spawn. We love Aquaman. We love a lot of these properties. We love Venom. But damn, look at what they're doing to Venom. Look at and yeah, sometimes it is depressing, but at the same time, we have to be aware, and hopefully, if they realize we're not going to accept this Venom the way it is, with him being the way, we might get another Venom by another, might not be Tom Hardy, it might be somebody somewhere else a few years down the line that'll do it without having to put all this representation and bullshit in the movie. And that's all we can hope for, is that, they do what we love a little bit better. They give them better justice than what they're doing them right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And we're going to have to wait out a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of terrible stuff coming out. And
You're
a lot
right.
of terrible ideas getting pushed. That's why I had to give Blumhouse credit. At least it's their shit. You know what I mean? At least it's their original property. They're not taking a original property. They're not being pressured into by the woke mob.
Yeah, they're not doing. They're not doing the Halloween thing to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's Trump now. Okay, cool. They're saying, you know what? We're gonna come from the ground up with our own shit, You either gonna rock with it or you won't. And for the most part, they're scared to do that. So I got to give Blumhouse some credit, putting his money where his mouth is,
Right.
saying I'm going to tell. And then it's a little bit more authentic than just making some character gay just
Right.
because.
Just
So
because,
I got to
right.
give them credit. I give them credit.
But it's funny how maybe their thing for it to be probably the woke part about this Blumhouse thing is probably just them making it to be on some more, the LGBTQ part is, them getting what's going to happen to them in this in that place that they get locked up in. So just to show what happens to them is probably the representation part within itself.
Yeah.
Meaning,
But again, that makes it more. It's less. There's a reason for them being LGBTQ. You're not doing it as like a pander. I mean, the movie probably is slightly a pander, but you're not coming from that place of like, okay, one, like I said, original character, and you're not. There's a reason for them to be that way.
right?
Not saying you can't just have a character just because, but a lot of times there's no reason for the symbiote to be gay. He can't be gay because he's a symbiote. You know what I mean? There's no logical reason for that to be the way it is. They're just tossing it in.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man. With that, go ahead and I tell you what, man. Say goodbye to everybody, and then you can plug your channel, and then we'll be out. Let me see. I hope I don't miss no fucking body, but I'm taking it as far as up as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And first person I see is Gomer Kyle. Gomer Kyle 79. Man, thank you for being here. Cold Arrow was the first person to show up. Appreciate that, my man. Thank you for looking out for us, man, and being supportive. The Islington girl, thank you for looking out for us, man, and always being supportive of us. And appreciate you, girl. You're awesome.
Hey, man, you sound a robot.
Looking out.
I don't know if it's on my end. Chat, can y'all let me know if y'all hearing a robot too? Because sometimes it'll robot for me. Oh no, Pat S is hearing a robot too. Because sometimes I don't know if it'll robot for me if my stuff is messing up or if his stuff is messing up. So you guys are hearing the robot situation too. I didn't mean to cut you off. Because we love everybody in the chat, but I just want to let you know. But now it looks like it went away. So go back. You can go ahead and keep shout out everybody in the chat.
All right. Pat S, Islington girl. Yeah, thank y'all. There we go, Kyle. My boy Zach, man. Thank you, Zach, for being here, man. Appreciate you. Want to say thank you to the Way Down for being here. Man, I appreciate you for showing up and showing us love, man. Thank you. Like to say thank you to Baron Orman Tag. Thank you, my man, for checking us out on the way home, man, and dropping your comments in and being supportive the way you've been, man. Appreciate you, man. Open air live policy. I know you came here towards the end, but man, thank you for being here, bro. Is anybody come to mind that I might have missed? I missed a few people, man, and I hate that when I do that, but I can't.
Blame our heads, not our heart. We love you all.
Yeah, there you go, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Before we go, man, you got anything coming up? You still doing Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, Wednesday, Culture Crime Fighters. Shout out to everybody. A lot of you guys, we see you in the chat. Thank you all, man. You guys are the most supportive people on earth because, like, no matter what stream, I see a lot of the same faces and a lot of the same names. And just the fact that you support us is like the shit. I really, I hope you guys are really being entertained and whatever else by the content we make. We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all.
So thank you. If you haven't liked or shared, please do that. Because sharing is caring. We know people.
There you go. Thank you, man.
So please like, share, sub.
Yeah, I'm like 13 subscribers away from 600, man. So
yeah, man.
I'm trying to get there.
It was a 680 or 588.
Oh well, shit. I guess I gained one, man. Thank y'all, whoever it was. Yeah. Shit, appreciate y'all. And you got anything going on for Friday or Saturday?
For this coming Saturday?
Yeah, I know you normally do your Saturday night streams.
I do. I always try to do that Saturday night stream. I missed this week when I made.
Yeah, I know. I missed you, man. I was waiting on you.
Yeah, I feel bad. I felt bad, but
Yeah,
man,
I
trying to
understand,
adjust
bro.
new
I
job.
understand that, man. I was, like I say, there was, a bunch of us out there waiting for you. But at least the good thing is, that, folks are waiting to hear from you, man. So,
Yeah,
yeah, man. So it's cool, man. It's good to have you here now, man. So thank you, man, for being here.
thank you for having me, man.
Oh man, shit, man. Fuck, honor and a pleasure, man. Thank you, man. Me, I'll just be dropping videos for the rest of the week, and I, be working on some stuff. I know, I got Pat S working with me trying to do a merch store. So I got a couple of
Oh,
designs. I'm gonna start putting out T-shirts and a few other things, but that'll be in the next few days, maybe between now and the next week. But we got Fet for Hire who works with Doomcock.
yeah, I see his
Yeah,
stuff.
we got him working on a few things. So got some good shit. That we're working on, and other than that, you guys will see me again on Friday show before F&T, and that's all I got going on, man. So just wanted to tell everyone thank you. Wanted to thank Vigilante Williamson, everybody in the chat. Fast Steven Seagali wasn't here, but he's a great dude. Want to tell him thank you, for all his love and support, and everybody that we missed out in the chat. We love y'all, man, and don't mean to forget y'all, but we appreciate y'all. And from Vigilante Williamson, 24/7 Fusion Media with the Primetime Kings. We love y'all and we thank y'all. And you guys have a good evening. And we out.
Peace.